Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life bringing you the AA word of the day for Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. 15 days to Christmas. And the message is carrying the message. Now, what about the rest of the 12 step? The wonderful energy it releases and the eager action by which it carries our message to the next suffering alcoholic, and which finally translates the 12 steps into action upon all our affairs is the payoff, the magnificent reality of Alcoholics Anonymous. To renounce the alcoholic world is not to abandon it, but to act upon the principles I have come to love and cherish, and to restore in others who still suffer the serenity I have come to know. When I am truly committed to this purpose, it matters little what clothes I wear or how I make my living. My task is to carry the message and to lead by example, not design. As you can see, as we approach the end of the steps, and we're on 12 and we're ready to carry the message to the sick and suffering alcoholic, these messages all seem to pivot around the same thing, that in order to stay sober, I must give away my sobriety and help the sick and suffering alcoholic. It is the message that you don't just stay sober by sitting home and not going to a liquor store, and you don't sit home and stay sober by just not drinking. There's a certain expression in AA of a person who doesn't drink but doesn't do anything to improve their conscious contact with God or to improve their spiritual condition, and that's called a dry drunk. And that can be as crazy as if you were going out and drinking. Um, so it's important, wherever you are in the spectrum of recovery, that whatever you have, you give away, attend meetings, and get involved in bringing the message to other alcoholics. When we renounce the alcoholic world, as it says here, we don't abandon it, but we act on the principles I've come to love and cherish, and to restore in others serenity. Serenity was not a word that I was even in my lexicon, really. I knew one case of serenity, and that was Her Serene Highness Princess Grace of Monaco. And it just wasn't a thing that ordinary people, I feel, serene. He felt kind of off-putting to me, but at the same time something that I wanted, because I knew what it was. I had looked it up. I wasn't sure, and I wasn't sure why she was called Her Serene Highness. Still not sure this day. Oh, excuse me. Oh, please note, I got my Rolling Stones Hackney Diamonds T-shirt on. I didn't go to the concert. Uh, at my age, I'd rather watch a DVD of them. So, when I'm truly committed, it matters little what clothes I wear or how I make a living. You will find when you get into AA, as I did, there is the complete range of people. You've got doctors, you've got lawyers, you've got psychiatrists, you got people that work in sales, retail. You got garbage men, electricians, plumbers, just ordinary people like you and me. And I even worked. Well, I met this woman at a meeting and we talked, and then I ended up working with her. She was a psychiatrist on a unit that I worked on, and the drinking had led her to have some problems, and she was forced to go to meetings, but then quickly let down the facade and started to really like the meetings, and we became good friends. I knew her parents, and she was really trying. But unfortunately, I got attacked by the patient, so I never went back to the facility as an employee. That ended the damage to my back, the limited mobility I've got. It really changed my whole life, and so I haven't seen him since then. Uh, but I often think, how good she could be doing. Hopefully. So I'm getting excited about doing these readings on the last step, because sometimes for me, like I get involved and I do all this stuff, but I don't even realize I'm doing it. And when you see it on paper, I said it the last the message from the ninth, that in order to keep sober, I got to give it away, and that is so important. It seems counterintuitive to keep something, you give it away. But it's true. It's true, like many other biblical principles that are like that. So, well, God bless. Have a safe and sober Tuesday. Carry the message if you can. If you like this, hit like, hit subscribe. I wanted to get a little like opening video, so you can immediately identify that it's going to be a video in the AA series that I've been doing. Uh, 'Cause I've been thinking, should I change next year, change the book? But we haven't really even scratched the surface of this, and could occasionally set up something where you have readings from the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, which is very helpful. But continue on the 12 steps, uh, kind of concentrating on one a month, 12 months in our year. And you can see the Christian overtones with the 12 apostles, 12 steps, and sort of like the Beatitudes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that foundation. And I'm personally not one of those people that is. I'm a Christian, so I believe that. I don't believe that my higher power is a pink elephant in a tutu, as some people say. I believe in God. I believe in Christ. I believe this is all connected, and it all makes sense in my mind. So, to that extent, I'm lucky and I'm very happy. And I have my little cat. I think my cat is studying. I don't think he's had a drink in his life. He's 3.5. He's right here by the other kitchen chair, listening and looking up at me as I speak. So God bless. As I said, have a good Tuesday, and we will talk to you tomorrow.